So gravitational force is a force that pulls every object towards the center of the earth. For example, whenever we throw something in the air, it always falls down to the ground. This happens because of the earth's gravity or gravitational force. This force is responsible for keeping us bound to the earth. That's why we are on the earth. See here. See, we are standing on the ground. Why? Because of the gravitational force. See, this boy has thrown the ball. If there is no gravitational force, this ball will go somewhere up, up and up. But because of the gravitational force, the ball has come down. Sir Isaac Newton was the first person who discovered the gravitational force, right? Magnetic force. Now children, all of you have heard about magnet, chumbak. You know, when you put that magnet in front of a metal, it pulls it towards it. Pull force. This is the pull force, right? So, see here. Muscular force can be both pull or push. Gravitational is pull because coming down. Magnetic is also pull. See? This all iron nails have been pulled by the magnet. Have you ever seen a fridge door, a refrigerator door at your home? You open it, it closes itself. Yes, that is because of the magnetic pull, magnetic force, right? So in some shops, in the AC shops where there are ACs working, what happens? You push the door and the door closes itself. That is because of some magnet is being used there, okay? The magnetic force is a force exerted by a magnet that pulls materials like iron, cobalt and nickel towards it, like basically metals, okay? But not paper. Don't think paper or cloth will be attracted by a magnet. That attracts other magnets or objects that are made of iron, cobalt or nickel towards it. For example, when a magnet is dipped in a bowl that contains materials like plastic, pieces of paper and iron nails, it attracts only iron nails, leaving behind all the other materials. This is because of the magnetic force that is exerted by a magnet. A magnet has two poles. They are the North Pole and the South Pole. Please, this is very important. Underline it. There are two poles of a magnet, North Pole and South Pole. And the opposite poles attract. And the opposite poles attract. Okay. Like if suppose see this here. Suppose this is the north of the magnet, then this has to be the south of the nails. Opposite. The most important force is the frictional force. Frictional is when we pull or push something. See, on a smooth surface there is less friction, and a rough surface there is more friction. So that is why it is easier to pull the things or push the things on a smooth surface, but it is very difficult on a rough surface. You have to apply a lot of muscular force. Okay, sometimes you say, no, I slipped and fell down. That is because of the frictional force. Okay, there was less friction, so you fell down. Frictional force is the force exerted by a surface when an object moves across it. This force develops between two objects when they come in contact with each other. So see, we are holding the pen because this is of the friction between the pen and my hand. Okay, suppose sometimes what happens, at home you have seen the glass slips and falls down, right? Because sometimes there is less friction. That is why it slips and falls down. The glass is slippery, there is no friction and it falls down. Okay. So that is because of the frictional force. The frictional force either slows down or completely stops the object from moving. It always acts in the direction opposite to the direction of the moving object. See, opposite direction. Like when we are walking. Suppose if we are walking here, the friction will be applied this side. That's why we don't fall. Okay, otherwise we'll fall all the time. Frictional force is experienced more on the rough surface than on the smooth surface. Okay, now let us see this. Friction is important as it provides us to grip that is necessary for walking on the ground, on our feet and the ground are in contact. Without friction, we would slip or fall on the ground. If there is no friction, you cannot hold your things. Okay, friction is very, very important. Now, let us see. It holds the plants, animals and other things to the earth. This is because of the gravitational force. It is necessary for walking on the ground, frictional force. It has two poles, north and south poles. What? Magnet. Okay.